Biology Part 212. Condominance. In the example discussed so far, the dominant allele of a pair has completely masked the effect of the non-dominant recessive allele. This relationship is called the complete dominance and applies to the great majority of the genes. In fact, in a few cases, however, one of the allele is not completely masked, so that both alleles are expressed in the heterogeneous individuals. Special symbols are used for condominant alleles. For example, when the alleles controlling flower color in Arum snapdragon flowers are written as CR, and so on. The generation in which results of the Mendelian segregation are clearly seen because each gamete contains only a single allele, because each gamete has a chance of combination of the offspring. The gamete results approximately get 1 out of 4, and that's how it follows. There are multiple alleles. A person's is controlled by the alleles at a single locus, so that each individual carries only 2 blood groups alleles. Nevertheless, there are 2 alternative forms of this gene. These are designated, and in another word, we can say that the both are dominant. This arrangement gives rise to 4 different blood groups, which are listed together with the corresponding genotypes. As you can see that the blood groups A and B can be produced by 2 different genotypes, where there is only one possible genotype for the groups of AB and O blood groups. Information is often used in attempting to resolve the paternity of disputes. You should try to ascertain for yourself which blood groups can rise among the children of different crosses. The human ABO system provides one example of multiple alleles. There are other cases where 3 or more can occupy the same locus. These include the eye color, the Desophobia fruit, and the flirts of the inheritance of the coat color in some breeds of the rabbits. The mutant alleles. The genetic material of the DNA is extremely stable and normal, transmitted from the generation to generation without any alteration. The gene mutation is defined as a chance alteration of the DNA coding for a particular protein. In nature, such mutations occur only very rarely, but they can be made to occur more often by exposing the organisms to the mutagenic agents and the mutagenes. They include radiation such as X-rays, UV light, and contain the chemicals like and the same pesticides as well. The natural and artificial inducted mutations are always random events, so that it cannot be predicted which individual genes within the DNA will be affected. An altered gene called the mutant allele is replicated along with the normal DNA and may be transmitted to future generations. As you will recall, the gene's regular protein synthesis by determining the sequence of the amino acids in each protein's molecules. Any change in the DNA is liable to affect this sequence and hence the structure of the properties resulting proteins. The most likely result is that of the protein produced will be defective in some way or may not function at all. Only very occasionally is the protein formed by a mutant in any way superior to the normal counterpart. In most cases, proteins and the consequences of this may be there. They are damaging, lethal, and individual only if carried by the homozygous conditions. For the human population, it is estimated that new mutations can be there, and such individuals are called the carriers, and they carry, can be a disease, it can be a strength, it can be any mutational codes, as the case might have been there.